the day that a reporter at the Croydon Advertiser rang me and asked me what the Green Party were up to this week. It was a quiet week for news stories. At the time, we just started collecting signatures for a petition calling for incineration to be ruled out of the South London waste plan. I wanted to mention our fears about an incinerator in Beddington, but I was uncomfortable about talking about something that was ultimately based on our best predictions. We had mentioned the incinerator earlier in a leaflet, but going public in this way was a hard choice, because until then, no one really knew what was going on. What if we were wrong? Anyway, we decided to go for it. I told the reporter that Beddington was the most likely site for the incinerator. I told the reporter that children and unborn fetuses would be most endangered. I told the reporter that pollution would affect residents in North Croydon, as well as those people living in Beddington, because of the prevailing winds. The reporter had a novel idea of taking a photo of me at Valley Park, with Beddington Lane in the distance, and used Photoshop to put a chimney in the background. And this is the article. It's dated May the 22nd, 2009, just under 3 years ago. The Tory Council's comment in the article is as follows. These claims at the moment are absolutely nonsense, because no decisions have been made. I find it ridiculous they're going around frightening people about incinerators. What we have agreed is that the SLWP will not have any of the things that we call incinerators. There is an alternative. There are tons of technology around. Everything in this article applies today. We were right. Yeah. Soon after, the Croydon Guardian published the front page headline, Flaming Hell. That's when we obtained the £1 billion procurement contract. As Dave said earlier, it is absolutely fantastic to see so many of you here today. Throughout history, frustrated communities who feel they're not being listened to rally and march as we have done today. In actual fact, I have to say I find it staggering on the other side the number of organisations who are peddling lies and deceit so that they ensure their desired outcome, this incinerator is arrived upon. You have councillors, as Dave has mentioned, who still maintain it is not an incinerator. You have civil servants who still maintain the clauses in the South London waste plan which allow hazardous waste and radioactive waste are there to protect councils. You also have air quality consultants hired by the council who tell us there's nothing to worry about. The list is endless. So that's why it's so fantastic to see so many of you here today. I say this again because despite our campaigning, I have to say some people still don't know that there is an incinerator going to be built on their doorstep. This march has gone a long way in redressing this. I leave you with this thought. In Noam Chomsky's book, Profit Over People, Chomsky talks about how public interest democracy has shifted to a model that serves profits of massive corporations. This is what we're experiencing here in South London, right here, now, right now. Chomsky also hopes that social activism can reclaim people's rights to redefine democracy. And that is why we're here. That is why we've marched today, and that is why we'll continue to fight the incinerator.